Hello, Precision Time friends. This video is to provide instructions for interfacing your Precision Time PTS900 base station with the NBA Tissot scoring system. If you do not already have our Tissot interface kit, please contact our office so we can get that to you for your season or say the couple of games that you may be playing in an NBA facility. To complete the interface with the Tissot scoring system, on the back of the Precision Time base station, we'll require two connections. The 5-pin-in port 1, which will be the clock toggling side, and then of course the data input side into COM1 as shown. Your Tissot interface kit should contain 3 cables and 1 interface box as shown. Please note that 2 of these cables have Fisher connectors, which are a little bit more fragile and need to be handled with care. We will discuss these connectors a little bit later in this presentation. On the Tissot side, you want to identify the NNT box and then locate on the back the 2 connectors that are circled as shown. The bottom of these 2 ports labeled Game Time Remote is where you will plug in the cable that has the Fisher connector and the 4-pin XLR. This is the port that will control the toggling of the clock. The upper port labeled RS-232 is the data port, so you will plug in your other Fisher cable with the DB9 connector, and that will connect to COM1 on the base station. As I mentioned, these Fisher connectors can be easily damaged. So make sure first of all you're using the right connector for the right port. As for example, the Game Time Remote port is a 7-pin Fisher connection. When inserting the connector, it is important to line up the markings as shown so that you do not bend any of the pins inside of the connector. As these are locking connectors, there is a sleeve that you need to pull on to remove the connector from the port when disassembling at the end of the game. So this picture should serve as a general illustration of the connections from the Precision Time side. If you notice that on the left you have the 5-pin-in connection coming out of port 1 into the Tissot relay box. And on the other side of the relay box is a 4-pin XLR connector, which then goes directly to the NNT box. In the right-hand corner, you see then as well the DB9 connection into COM1, which again plugs directly into the RS-232 port on the back of the Tissot NNT box. If you're transitioning into an NBA arena for a single game, it is important to go into the clock configuration settings and confirm, first of all, that your clock type is set to NBA Custom, which will allow you to properly see the data protocol. You also want to confirm that the clock is toggling in the correct direction, and if it is toggling backwards, you want to change SSRs 4 and 5. The current settings for Tissot is that all 5 SSRs should be set to off to toggle the clock correctly. If you have any problems with this, please call our office and we can help you resolve this issue. When working with the Tissot scoring system, it is important to know that unless you have the Tissot set to an active period, in other words, period 1, period 2, or whatever, that you will actually not see the clock toggle through the Precision Time base station. If you find that the Tissot is in pregame mode and you want to test your connections, tap on the period indicator and then scroll right or left to find an active period mode to set it to, and then you can check start and stop, and of course always check the horn button as well. And just to review a short checklist when connecting Precision Time to Tissot. As I just mentioned, if you want to confirm your connections, by viewing the game clock, make sure that the Tissot is set to an active period. Make sure you confirm under clock configuration that you're using the NBA custom setting. Confirm that you're seeing clock data. Also confirm that your horn button is operational. And besides that, all other precision time functions will remain the same. For any additional questions about the contents of this presentation, please use the contact information shown above. We thank you again for your support of Precision Time.